Rockstars, Eric Andreas, your guitar sage here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the top 5 things that one should know to play rhythm guitar. So there's many things that one could know, but I've played rhythm guitar and lead guitar for quite some time, and these are the 5 top things that I think are really the most important bits that one should know as a rhythm guitar player. Now I'll drill down in just a minute. I'm just going to give you the 5 right straight up, and then I'm going to drill down, tell you a little bit more about them, and then even give you more information or places that you can get more information should you need it. Okay, so the top 5 things are: you got to know your bar chords, you got to know the cage system, you got to get your strumming on point, very, very important. You've got to understand how to embellish chords in your head, not sheer rote memorization, and you got to be able to play in time. So if you can do all 5 things, off with you. You know what to do. Thank you so much. Thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, listen up. It's a good time to subscribe anyhow, my friends. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, here we go. We're getting into it, okay? So, bar chords. What about bar chords? Well, bar chords will literally multiply any of your open chords by 12, okay? What do you mean, Eric? Well, what I'm saying is anything that one does in the open position, whether that's a chord, a scale, a riff, I don't care what it is, if it's done in the open position, meaning down here with the open, the nut, right? These are open chords like C and G and D and E minor, A minor, those sorts of things. Those are called open chords as opposed to bar chords where we're using our finger to bar up the neck. Anything that's done in the open position can be done further up the neck. Once you understand this really basic principle, but you do have to understand it fully, then it'll allow you to multiply everything in all the different keys, and there's 12 different keys. So whatever you do in the open position, you can multiply it by 12 by just knowing how to do this. Scales, chords, okay? But specifically in regards to chords, because we're talking about rhythm guitar, bar chords is the answer to that, okay? And basically bar chords, when we take any shape, like for instance this C major shape, and I take it and I free up my first finger like this, and then as I move that shape up the fretboard, since the nut is not going to come with me, the first finger will act as the nut. And so if you're new to the concept of bar chords, most aren't, but if you are, that's totally fine. It's always a first day where we got to learn this stuff, right? Then if you understand how to do that, it will massively blow up your vocabulary. You will have a massive chord vocabulary, okay? I have a 2-part series here on YouTube if you want to watch that. Otherwise, this video would be like 4 hours long. We're not going to do that. So search YourGuitarSage bar chords, and I can help you further with that. It's a 2-part series. Make sure you check that out. Cage system. The cage system is a way of understanding chords across the fretboard. Have you ever seen your favorite guitar player play a chord, right? And they're playing a chord, but then all of a sudden they're playing up the neck and all these other different forms, and you're like, how are they doing that? There's only one chord. Well, they're probably using something called the caged system or some form of it. I didn't know this for years. I knew it organically for years. I didn't know it is known as the cage system, and then finally learned it as the cage system, and it makes a lot of sense. Essentially, there are 5 major open chord forms. Here they are: C major, A major, G major, E major, and D major. Well, Eric, that spells the word caged. C-A-G-E-D. It does, in fact. And so that's why we call it the cage system, because all of these forms, these 5 forms, there's only 5 of them, at least as far as open chords. People say, what about F? F is the E form. We'll get to that in a moment. But essentially, there are only 5 major open chord forms. Trust me, I've searched every different way. There's only 5 of them, okay? With that being said, we can take any one of those forms and play them systematically across the fretboard, like here's a C chord with a C form. Here's C. Here's an A form because it looks like an A chord, but it's still a C form, a C chord, A form. Here's the G form of a C chord. Here's the E form of a C chord. Here's a D chord of a C chord. And we can do this for any chord. Now, I know that you probably didn't get that in one fell swoop. I wouldn't expect you to. I have another video on it. Otherwise, this video would be 4 hours. I don't want to do that to you. And I've done the information already out there for you. So if you want to look more about this, search Your Guitar Sage Cage, C-A-G-E-D. Now, a little bit more information about this is you can do it for any chord, doesn't matter, and all of a sudden you will be able to play the whole length of the fretboard over and over again. Watch this. These are all C chords. Let's see. And I could keep going if I could play up there. Okay. Nonetheless, you'll be able to play chords all over the fretboard. Now, this can be done for major chords, minor chords, seventh chords, minor seventh chords, etc., etc. The video here on YouTube that I have, Your Guitar Sage Cage, is just on the major chords. Inside my programs like the Unstoppable Guitar System, I drill down to minor seventh, seventh chords, etc., etc., because you can use this for all. You can also use it for soloing. We're not going to talk about that today. Okay, number 3 is strumming. You got to get your strumming down. The down strum needs to be with the down beat. The up strum needs to be on the up beat. That just is the way it is. You just got to know that. And most of you probably know that. If you don't know that, if you have issues with your strumming where you're out of sync, you know you're out of sync or the timing's wacky, you just got to work on your strumming. Bottom line, this is the other part of the engine. This is, you got to be playing stuff down here for the chords, but you got to be striking the strings in the right way. You got to know how to strum. Here on YouTube, search Your Guitar Sage Strumming, or better yet, I have it in the free course, YourGuitarSage.com/30. But Eric, why are you giving us all this free stuff? Because I want to help you, okay? It's the only way I can say it. I want to help you, and this will be a 4-hour video. I can't teach it all in one video. So strumming, got to get your strumming down. If you have issues with it, YourGuitarSage.com/30. I'll try to make sure to put a link in the description of the video. Okay, how to embellish chords quickly. Here's the deal. You got to know a smattering of music theory in order to learn how to construct chords. I have videos for this here on YouTube. Search Your Guitar Sage Chords. Otherwise, and then obviously in all my guitar courses. But here's the deal. There are thousands, tens of thousands of chords that you could play when we're talking about the inversions, and then we're talking about embellishments. We have major, we've got minor, diminished, augmented. We have 7th chords, 6th chords, 9 chords, 11 chords, 13 chords, diminished chords. I said diminished twice. Half diminished chords. We've got all manner of different types of chords multiplied by all the 12 different keys, multiplied by all the different inversions that we can do, multiplied by all the different forms that we could do in regards to whether it's a 3-note chord or 4-note or 5-note or 6-note chord. There's literally tens of thousands of different variations. Now, with that being said, don't let that intimidate you, because here's why. With this number 4 on how to embellish quickly, this is how the pros do it, okay? They don't sit there and memorize. I mean, sure, they may memorize some chords by rote, right? You have, I have, we all have. But there are tens of thousands of chords that I don't know, or I should say I don't know, where I couldn't just pull it up immediately because I don't have a need for it right now. But should someone say, hey, I need this chord, I can embellish it in my mind. I can do the math because I know what the construction of that chord should be. So you should be, if you're serious about rhythm guitar, you should understand chord construction, okay? Here on YouTube, you could search Your Guitar Sage Chords or chord construction, and I can help you with that. That is it, my friends. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, please smash that thumbs up button to show your support. By doing so, you're letting me know that you truly enjoy receiving these videos and that you want to receive more. So hit that thumbs up button, leave those comments below about something that you may have liked during the video. Hey, did you know that I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all those places where the kids hang out? It's true, and we do all sorts of stuff over there that we don't do just on YouTube. We do live broadcasts. In fact, 20 hours of live broadcasts every single month. We give away thousands of dollars worth of guitars, lessons, books, etc. So if you're not familiar with all this, you need to be, and you need to be over there. Also, YourGuitarSage.com/live. Hey, friends, don't forget the free course, YourGuitarSage.com/30. It is my course that I insist that all my students go through. It's free. It's there for you. Or visit me here in Nashville. We'll take 30 weeks, and it'll be, very, very expensive. Or you can just click on the link, and it's there for you for free. How about that? Friends, as always, be kind to all beings. Do the right thing always. Practice your guitar. I'll see you in the next video.